So I'm going to read from the book of Isaiah, and this is in chapter 29, and it's chapter 29 verses 13 to 14. So it says, "Therefore the Lord said, I am as much as these people draw near with their mouths and honour me with their lips, but have removed their hearts from me, and their fear towards me is taught by the commandments of men. Therefore, behold, I will again do a marvellous work among this people, a marvellous work and a wonder, for the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hidden." So this is talking about how people will do everything. So they will follow the commandments, they will, they'll go to church, they'll go to maybe Bible study, stuff like that. They'll do that, but they actually haven't changed, as in they believe with their heart. So I've talked to this before about true belief and in God, but this is more so the fact that sometimes, again, they're sort of following the motions, but you're only doing it because you're listening to what people are saying. So say, for example, your pastor might say you should go to Bible study, but you might not really feel it in your heart to go to Bible study. Or maybe your parents are telling you should go to church, but you don't feel it in your heart to actually go into church. So what this passage is basically saying is the fact that there's people out there that from the outside look like they're completely religious, they do everything, they go to church and stuff, but in reality that's not how they feel in their actual hearts. They like to be quick to point out, and this kind of reminds me of the Pharisees. They're quick to point out if another religious person isn't doing something right. So for example, if they're not going to church every Sunday or something like that. I know Pharisee in them times it wasn't necessarily go to church on the Sunday, you get what I mean, but I'm trying to kind of do parallels to the Bible and to modern day, so it's easier to understand. But I was saying they may be quick to kind of jump on somebody like they're not doing that right, or they're not doing this, that, but they're not actually doing that particular thing either, and they're just following their emotions, but they're not fully feeling the love of God through your heart or through their hearts. They don't actually have that connection with God whatsoever. They do not have that connection with Jesus. They're just doing things, they're just doing works, but they're not actually, there's literally there's no connection there whatsoever. They don't necessarily fear him, as it points out here that and their fear towards me is taught by the commandments of men. So they don't actually fear him as in because of him. They're just fearing him because of what people have said would happen. If you don't do this, don't do that. As I've said before, it's really important. Don't go by the wise of men and what men say. Go by what Jesus says, what God says. Focus on that, and when you come into Christianity, it's really, really important that you do that from the heart, to really, 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 truly, truly be a follower through your heart. It's not just by works. You have to truly, 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 truly accept Jesus, accept him into your heart. The fear for him should be from because of all the teachings and all the writings in the Bible, saying when it comes to loving him, it should be because of all the wisdom and guidance that happens when you read the Bible. It shouldn't be from what man says.